Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs. Right, I'm not going to be as loud as normal because it's relatively late, like 9:30 or something, because I want to bring you this review quick as I've just finished watching DW2012's, I think Dynamic Work 2012's or Doctor Who 2012's, I'm not sure, Fall of the Doctor fan film, and I've got to say straight off, it is definitely the best fan film I've ever seen. If you haven't seen it yet, link in the description, go and watch it now because it's amazing. Be warned, it's like 2 hours 20 minutes long, but every minute of it is completely worth it and I highly recommend it. And if you want to start from the beginning, then you should go and watch their full series right from the start because yeah, it's great. So while I was watching, in my TARDIS notepad, I made a bunch of notes, so I'll flip back to the start and let's begin. Right, so one thing I'll talk about before the main bit of it, there were loads of references to other pop culture things. I don't know necessarily if they were all meant to be there or that's just me picking up on them. The big one is like Back to the Future, the whole chalkboard explanation. I thought that was really good and a nice callback to Back to the Future. One of them mentioned about Omega snapping his fingers, and I thought that's like Thanos from Infinity War. Another point is someone says he has the high ground. Don't know if that's Star Wars reference, Obi-Wan, might just be me. Also, one thing I really liked about Luke's interpretation of the Doctor since the very beginning is all the Hartnell-esque quotes, and he reminds me in some of his facial expressions of Capaldi, and he says sort of Hartnell-esque things, like, yeah, all those sorts of quotes. I noticed the "I don't want to go" line in there, still playing the fool. Doctors are not required, I liked that from the Doctor Falls. And yeah, I think that's about it for references. There's probably some on the other pages, sorry that this is unorganised. Oh yeah, it reminded me of Infinity War when the Doctor was holding the sceptre from Omega, but I think that's just coincidence because I think the Fall of the Doctor was filmed quite a while back because I follow them on Instagram and everything, and it seems like the process has been going on a long time, and I think it's entirely worth it because the outcome, this fan film itself, is absolutely amazing. So sorry if I keep looking down at my notes, but this is where I've got all the good stuff about it. Right, so one major thing, the locations for this are absolutely amazing. The beach, everything, they all look so nice, and I don't know, can you control the weather? Because the weather in all of it looks absolutely great. And yeah, it just really sets off the whole everything. Right, one thing, only minor bad thing, it's not really a bad thing, the CGI of some of the parts, like the clock tower, aren't too great, but then I think that's more of a good thing, because it's like Doctor Who is never has the best CGI, never has this, and I think that kind of adds to the more everything about Doctor Who, and it just, the one thing that does look absolutely amazing, and in my opinion slightly sometimes better than the actual show, are the lasers. Those laser effects, great. All electricity actually in this fan film looks absolutely amazing. The regeneration effect as well, absolutely amazing. All of it looks great, and I think the slightly dodgy CGI in parts doesn't take away from it at all, and if anything adds to the more Doctor Who-esque of it, because no one watches Doctor Who for the effects, they watch it because of the amazing storytelling, just like this episode has absolutely amazing storytelling. Right, all of the characters, absolutely flawless, genuinely great. They're all, everything gets so nicely wrapped up, and the Valeyard is absolutely hilarious, so well done whoever plays him, and well done scriptwriter. I think it's the guy who plays the Doctor as well, Luke. I think you wrote the scripts, and if you did, you did an absolutely amazing job. Every character is amazing, and the Valeyard's amazingly funny. One funny thing that I don't know why it happened and haven't written down, it just reminded me. For some reason, every time, well, not every time, 3 times while Omega was, let me say that again. 3 times while Omega was speaking, it set off the Alexa in my room, and I have no idea why, because he didn't say Alexa at any point. It's off now, so we don't have to worry about it going off. But the Master, I think this is a completely new Master, and we've never seen him before in these fan films. He's amazing. To be honest, I think I prefer him to Missy from the actual series. The acting of him's great, the character's great, and the banter between like him, the Valeyard, the Doctor, all of them, it's so like great and fine-tuned and amazing. And yeah, I think it all really good. Yeah, as I've got written here, I love the scene where they were all trying to think of a plan of what to do, and then the Valeyard produces this horrible whatever it is, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about if you've watched the episode. It's great. All the comedy, I'd say, was really good, and really good serious moments as well. There's like the perfect blend of comedy and seriousness all into one. There's like a big farewell to this Doctor. It felt exactly like the normal Doctor Who show does. Great chemistry between all the characters, great plot lines, great everything. Also, the music in it was absolutely amazing. I recognise it from some of Doctor Who. Don't know where the other is, but one in particular that I've got written down, Megan's theme. Like, those main bits with Megan, I can't remember specifically when, but it's absolutely amazing, and it really, like, it absorbs you in the emotion of it all, and it's just amazing. So Megan's theme, wherever it is, that's absolutely great, well done. Also, I loved the plot of Megan having to end up killing the Doctor, and I think every actor involved in it acted great. I'm probably just repeating myself over and over, but genuinely it was really, really good. And yeah, next page. The Doctor and Scarlet dynamic, like the father and daughter whole thing, I think that's really, really good as well. And the way, I don't know, they just all have a certain, there's a thing in the right, they just all have a certain dynamic, and they get along really, really well, and it's all amazing. I can't praise it enough. The subconscious bit I thought was decent, not the best part of it, but I think it was good and helped the story go along. And the whole feel of it was a perfect mix of New Who and Classic Who into one amazing sort of merging of the two, because the long structured pacing, Classic Who vibes, then all the modernish music and all the excited, hypey moments, like, yeah. One thing that I found really funny, I loved the character of the Gallifreyan General, I can't remember his name, sorry, but there's one scene where, I don't know why, but he's firing the gun and he just looks utterly bored, just, yeah. But that doesn't take away from that. I thought it was great, and he was a good character. Right, I loved the I am Doctor Who moment from Doctor Who, from the parallel world version of him. That was a really nice little thing. The Omega Showdown, where they tied him together with ropes and stuff, really, again, reminds me of Infinity War, when all the characters come together and then tie down Thanos with the spider webs and all that, trying to take the gauntlet. I loved the one of the friends betrayed you moment, and yeah, the Valeyard, I could feel for them. I got annoyed at the Valeyard, but it was good. One thing that's funny as well is Omega. I don't know why, but he seems really camp. He's like me and Matt Smith. We just flap our hands around all the time, and yeah, it was good. Luke, genuinely, I think his name's Luke. If his name's not Luke, I'm really sorry. But the guy who plays the Doctor, absolutely amazing. The whole time you really feel like he is the Doctor. And yeah, the Daleks and all that bit was really hypey and great. The death of Doctor Who was really sad. The death of Maxwell, I think that's the name of the general, right? The Gallifreyan General, that was sad as well. And I loved how the Doctor was always looking for the good in Omega. No matter how bad he'd gone, no matter if he was about to kill his friends, he was still trying to find the good in him, and that is essentially what the Doctor always does, so that was great. Another great thing were all of Megan's fight scenes, especially hers. The others were really good as well, but hers stuck out, and I thought the CGI, as I've said, was really good. I'll try and stop repeating myself. The Omega reveal, when the Doctor takes off the helmet, I thought was amazing as well. But my favourite moment out of the entire thing, which beats some of my favourite Doctor Who moments, was when Megan killed the Doctor and he falls off the tower thing. And it was just absolutely amazing. The acting from everyone, that's by far the best acting that the actor of Megan has ever done. The Doctor, everything, it was all really emotional and great. And I found it quite funny, the fall of the Doctor. He literally does fall, like Jodie Whittaker falls in The Doctor. Well, no, in Twice Upon a Time, but yeah. Also, the Gallifrey scenes I thought were really good. In the church thing, great location, because obviously it's a low-budget fan film, they're not going to have all the CGI and everything, but I thought it was great, and a great little place to do it. The Master, well done you were absolutely amazing. As I've said a minute ago, I keep repeating myself, but the Master was great. I really liked the little goodbye to the Brigadier, and yeah, it was quite sad, because he was one of my favourite characters from, I can't remember any of the other episodes' titles, but I remember the Brigadier, and yeah, I'm glad he got a little goodbye sort of thing. The regeneration effect looked really, really good, and the Doctor's regeneration. Now the Whovian Chaser is the Doctor, and I think he's going to do an absolutely superb job. I have actually met him for all of 5 seconds, because I was at a convention, and I'll put the picture on screen now. I was at a convention and we had to rush to get a photo with David Bradley, and I bumped into him and just really quickly said, "Hi, can I get a photo?" And then gone. But he seemed like a really nice guy. And yeah, the cliffhanger was amazing and really funny and good, and he fills me with energy like the Doctor would. And yeah, I think that's all my notes. Yeah, so this probably went on for ages, and I've repeated myself quite a few times, but yeah, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and before I go, speaking of fan series, we at the moment are producing a fan series. The trailer will also be in the description, and yeah, please go and check that out after you've checked out the DW2012 fan film. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. I probably already said that. Goodbye.
No, get over! No!
Where are we going?
Wrong question, you see. You should be asking when.